Morning everyone, how are yous? I'm out here in Moree at the moment. Ros and I have decided to pop out in the van and clock a few Ks up before our first service, because the first service had 1,000 Ks and we only had 126 on it. Anyway, as you know, I bought an out there internet. I had RV Wi-Fi, but that wasn't just cutting it. We had that in our last van, and quite often you'd go to places and you wouldn't get reception. And also it was restricted to one SIM. With out there internet, you can put two SIMs in it, so you can put an Optus SIM and a Telstra and get the best of both worlds. It also comes with an app, and on the app there's a map, and I'll go through and I'll show you this, and it shows you where people have already been around Australia and what sort of speeds they've been getting. Right, what we'll do is now we'll get into it, but before I start I'm going to talk about a mistake that I made, and that's with the SIM. If you look down here, when you get a SIM, this is generally how the SIM comes. So what you can do is you can break it out of the big packet and you've got that massive big SIM. Up here on the actual unit is the two SIM slots, and you can see that the SIM would not fit in there. Okay, what I did was I pushed the little SIM out, the micro SIM. Now there is three SIMs. I didn't know, I thought there was only two. I thought there was the big one, and then I thought, oops, the little one. So I thought it was either big or small. When I tried to put the big one in, bang, no joy, it's too big. So I went, right, the small one it is. Now here's where it gets different. That's the middle size one, so that splits again. Me being the fool that I was, got this little one, dropped him in the slot, and it got stuck inside. I thought, shit, what have I done? So in my wisdom, I actually unscrewed this hex bolt here and took the whole thing out, thinking, oh, you might be able to shake it out. Then I rung out their internet and spoke to the guys down there, and they were so helpful. First of all, he told me, don't ever unscrew these little screws, because they're actually glued in, and once you break that glue, you'll never do it back up. I don't know what happened, but I was able to do it back up. But I won't be undoing it again, so don't you guys undo it. With the SIM, the SIM was stuck in there. And I'm going, shit, how am I going to get it out? So I got a vacuum. Put a vacuum over the hole and tried to suck it out. No joy. I tipped it upside down, banged it on the table. Again, no joy. So I thought, right, what can I get into that little gap? So I got Ros's tweezers. I broke them in half. Well, obviously she wasn't around. I got the two prongs and I tried to put them in the gap and get the card. The two tweezers together were too wide and I couldn't get them in, so I ruined the tweezers for no reason at all. So then I went to the cupboard and I got two toothpicks. I got the toothpicks in there and I tried catching the card and pulling it up with the toothpicks. I managed to get the card up on a side, and then I flicked it a bit harder with the toothpick, and I was able to then grab it and pull it out. Save the day. So remember, not the little card, not the big card, but the middle card. So we put him back together. So it's like that. Now when you insert it, you've got to insert it with the gold part to the front. Now it doesn't matter whether it's SIM 1 or SIM 2. So you can put an Optus in there and a Telstra in there, or vice versa. I'm going to go with SIM 1. Okay. So when you push it in, it'll click in like that. Clicks out, clicks in. We then get the lid, screw the lid on, keeps it all waterproof and tight. I ordered a Optus SIM. Now, majority of Australia is Telstra. So what my thinking was, I'm on a Telstra plan with my phone, so I get 400 gigabyte data and I get 160 with my phone, and they're combined. So I've gone with the big boy Telstra one, and for Optus I've just gone with a prepaid $300 for 300 gigabyte. Obviously you can top it up as you go along. I ordered my, and it was only an online special, I ordered my card, and I think I ordered that on Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday it didn't come. It's probably arrived today and I'm not home to get it. So we're doing this without an Optus SEM, but you're going to get the gist of how it actually works, alright? I'm doing this in the layman's terms.
That Optus SEM, was that ordered on the Optus website?
Yeah, it went on the Optus website, and it's on there, prepaid, $300. You can't get in the Optus shops. I actually went into the shop, and they don't sell them. You've got to physically order it online. It's a deal that Optus does. You can even put Vodafone in there if you want, but I don't think there's too many Vodafone towers around. I'm not 100% sure. And you can go with any of the other carriers like a MaySim, who I think piggyback off Optus. You got Belong, you got iiNet. There's so many different ones out there. You've just got to find a plan that you're happy with. Now, one of the Optus plans was something like $100 gigabyte for 70 or 80 bucks a month. But then, if you, that's not much. 100 gigabytes isn't much, especially if you're streaming Netflix or your Foxtel and you're watching, or you don't need it for Foxtel, but if you're streaming Netflix or Stan or Amazon or something like that, you need the speed. Now, 100 gig won't go far. So you work it out. If you pay 100 gig each month at 70 bucks, it's going to be 12 times that. Whereas this way I've just gone 300 bucks. If I need to, I can get another 300. And if I need to, get another 300. That's only $900. It's still cheaper than 12 times 80 or 90 bucks, whatever it was going to cost me. Right. So this is the actual unit. It's got the little kangaroo on here. And it's got their website, www.outtheireinternet.com.au. Comes on a little pole, and it's got a little spirit level in there. I don't know why, because when it's up in the air, you ain't looking at the spirit level, because it's about 3.6 metres high. Comes with this pole, and it's got a little screw that clicks on here. Comes with a bracket. Now, I've already put the bracket on the van, and I'll show you where I've put it. And it also comes with all this cable, and it just goes into the bottom of the unit. I'll actually put the unit onto the poles, and then I'll do this up. It also comes with some other stuff which I'll show you throughout the video. Right, what we're going to do now is go outside. So I'll grab my stuff. It comes with 3 poles. So you've got one there, the big one. Then you've got so there's your 3 poles. Alright, it's easy. Put this pole in first. Alright, don't unscrew it like I did, otherwise you're going to lose the pin, but it was pretty easy to recover. Screw him back in. Right, now getting back to the bracket. So it comes with this bracket over here. Goes straight over your tail bar, or you can put it on the front on your A-frame at the front. You've got 3 different holes to put it in. I've put in the second one and then tightened it in so the bracket actually bends a little bit at the bottom. That ain't moving, alright, and I can leave that on there permanently. What you do is, you get your pole, your big one, place that in, then you get your next couple of poles. Place them in. All we're going to do is just raise this one a bit. We get our out there internet unit and we put that on the top pole. Tighten him up so it's nice and tight. Alright. Before we go any further, we're going to get our cable that I showed you before and we're going to put it in, because if you put it up, I don't know how you're going to get up to 3 metres, alright? It's got your little clip on here. Underneath, she just clips in, click, and then what we do is we do this up. It's got a little rubber grommet in there, and again, it's fully waterproof and sealed. Now we just tighten this one up. Obviously that's spinning because it's on the big pole, which I haven't tightened. I've only tightened the top pole. Righto, Rozzy Poo, come with me. Around the side of the van, you have the RJ45. Now, Out Their Internet, I think, are the only ones in Australia that actually have this with their system. the end of your cable plugs straight into there. So we lift him up, and if you're looking here, Oz, this is all done up, so you've got to undo it.
And is this what the guys put on the van when they installed it?
Okay, so I got this installed. You can do it yourself if you're that way inclined. I didn't want to stuff my van or screw anything up, so I got the guys at the MacArthur Industry, which are all brand caravan repairs in Sandgate. They've actually, after they installed mine, out their internet have got onto them, and I think they're going to be one of the authorised installers for Brisbane. So if you're wondering if you're in the Brizzy area or just out of Brizzy, you can go to them, get yourself a system and put them up. Now the system is approximately $1,700, all right? But remember, you get what you pay for. So we plug this in, clips in, and then we just close him down, totally waterproof. Now with the unit, we're gonna undo this and we're gonna put him up. Put him up to about there, I reckon. Tighten him up. Righto, then we go up another one. Be up there, I reckon. Tighten him up. You don't want to do him too tight because you need to be able to turn him. Before we go to the next step, so as you can see, it's up fairly high. With this particular system, it's not omnidirectional like most of your RV Wi-Fi and the antennas that you have. What I mean by omnidirectional is it's not 360 degrees. So, what you can do, I'll show you the app that I was talking about now. Out there internet, you get it through your app stores, you can click on it. Righto, and it has all these on here. Now, with all these things on here, there's one-click router login, share your speed test. Now, I've done this at home, so I've already logged in, so this should work fine once I punch it up. I can view the speed map. When I click on here, it brings up a whole map of Australia. Now, this is interactive, so everybody that has used out their internet around Australia have been putting in their points. What you can do is you can blow your map up and go, right, I'm out at, I'm dare say this is Alice Springs, let's have a look. This is Morris Pass Lookout Free Camp in the Northern Territory. All right, now the people that use this one, they had Telstra 4G and they got 14.26 download. All right, this one doesn't actually show their upload. Some people will put both on there. I'll pick another one. We'll go up here. This one, okay, this one's got both. So this one's at Camberwell, so out in the sticks. Again, it's Telstra 4G. Their download was 15.6 and their upload was 2.52. That is without the out there internet. That's just the normal Telstra 4G coverage. Once they turned on their system, it jumped from 15.6 to 17.4. Yeah, that's not a great deal, but the upload jumped from 2.52 to 30.9. That is a massive increase. Again, look back here, Oz. Don't look at my beautiful looks. We can go right up to the tip. And again, this is Weeper, and again, this is on the Telstra network. 28.2 download, 4 upload. That's without the out there internet. Once they used the out there internet, they were getting 43.5, so nearly double, and 26.6 upload. That is a massive difference from 4 to 26. Now, if you're working on the road, or like us guys doing YouTube, and you've got to put your channel up so that the jokes can get out there, you people, and you can have a good time viewing stuff, you need fast speed internet, right? There's nothing worse than being out in the middle of nowhere. You try and upload something and it takes you 5 or 6 hours. You want fast speed internet, and that's what the out there internet system actually provides. And it has the install guide, the operating instructions, has everything on there, their emails, everything. It's a great little app. There's another app that you can use in conjunction with this, and it is called Australian Phone Towers. Now, that's a free app to download. Now, what you can do is, if you see a tower, you can click on it. It'll tell you all the actual technical data, which I fully don't understand. Okay, it'll tell you that it's an Optus site, because we're out and we're near Moree. Tells you the site ID, or the distance to it. It's 213 metres above sea, 56 metre tower height, and tells you that the city density is open. Tells you the bandwidth and all that sort of stuff. Now if you have a look, there's another 3 up here. If we click on the red one, I'm pretty sure down here there's a little dot, and that's showing where I am. It's telling me 43% confidence, cell 001, which is 2.4 kilometres at 352 degrees. So if you can get another app which will tell you where 352 degrees is, and you just turn your out there internet to face that particular direction. It also shows you where you are and which way you're facing. So at the moment I'm facing the back of my caravan, which the out there internet is exactly that way. So if I click on this one, okay, it'll tell me that Moree, yada yada, it's a Vodafone service. If I click on the blue one beside it, it's an Optus service. If I click on the dark blue, it's Telstra. So that's what I need, all right, because I'm going to use my Telstra SIM. I just showed you on the app how to find where the towers are. Now, if we have a look up at our out there internet, it's facing 180 degrees in the wrong direction. So what I'll do is I'll spin it around, face it towards the towers, and I'll just tighten it up. Now that it's set like that, we're now going to go inside, and I'll show you what we do inside. Actually, no, before that, I'm going to show you something. So, here we go. If we go back to the app, the out there internet, I'm going to do a nuclear speed test. So if we hit this, I want the Telstra one. Okay, Telstra's there. I hit go. Now this is going to show me it's connecting. Alright, now it'll do its magic. Now this is the download speed. Okay, so the download speed comes in at 41.18. So we'll go back inside. Okay, so I had it installed under my rear club lounge. Now if you can see down there, there's a little white and black box with lights on. That's because it's turned on. Okay, that provides the power to it. On this side is the little dome. Alright, you can get them in white, you can get them in black, and that's there. Now that little dome is going to allow it to punch out to like 100 metres from the caravan. So you don't need to sit in the caravan on your laptop. You can be out under a nice tree, down by the stream or the water or whatever, and you can do whatever you want on there. Now, to fire it up, just got to turn the inverter on. Inverter's on. Righto. Now that I've showed you all the hardware and that, hey Roz, let's have a break. Let's have a Kit Kat. No, anyway. So, with your internet, once it's going, obviously on the TV you have all your apps and stuff. What I've done here is I've just turned my TV on, and I've just brought up a random YouTube channel, and I'll just show you how good it works. Look this way.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Just Brilliant Adventures. Today I'm going to show you through our beautiful JB Scorpion Sting Air 23.6 foot. Come on in.
Before that happens, I'm just going to hijack it. If you remember in the walk around of the van, okay, that's enough of that. Yeah, if you haven't seen that video, jump on. That's the actual inside tour of our van. There's also an outside tour one on there, and there's 53 other different videos. If you want a bit of a laugh, watch the one how not to climb a ladder, or the one where I cooked the barbecue pork. Nearly blow myself up. Anyway, the ladder one, I fell off and gave myself a double hernia and ripped a calf muscle. Right, so out there internet. Great little option. I think I said before it's about $1,750. You get what you pay for. You look at RV Wi-Fi and it's like $1,200, $1,250 anyway. Or anyway. Whatever. I can't remember what I paid. I've got it, but I don't even use it because I've got this beautiful little device. So, if my video was a little bit vague or wasn't technical enough, alright, because I'm a bit of a dumbass, you can jump onto YouTube and Google out there internet. Joe has done a really good video on there. Alright, he's left out a little few of the minor details about the SIM card, which I think is very handy. But he does a really good explanation. So if you're not too happy with mine, jump on and have a look at a professional do it. If you see us around at all, come up, say g'day. We don't mind a yak, as long as you got a beer for me. Yeah. Hey, and just before we go into the jokes, I sent out some stubby coolers, and I sent one to a lovely lady. I won't say her last name, but her name is Joanne.
But we actually hope you got the stubby coolers, and yeah, thanks again for watching.
Hey, also 40, I'm probably going to say this wrong, Ratahi. I sent you a cooler too, mate, over to New Zealand, the land of the big long white cloud, so kia ora. Just wondering whether you got it, mate. Send us a message when you do get it, and I want to see some photos around that beautiful country with the cooler in the background.
Hey Dave.
Hey mate, how are you?
Good, yourself?
Good, I was expecting Carol to answer the phone.
No, it's my number. She just bloody put her number down. I'm trying to get this fucking DVD to stop playing.
Right. Hey, just a quick question.
Yep.
I couldn't quite remember. Is your name Peter?
No, Dave.
Dave. Oh, how did I forget that? It's alright, because we're doing a video at the moment. I'm giving you a bit of a shout out. You're actually live on camera at the moment, so I'll just bleep the little bit where you swore.
Oh, sorry, mate.
No, you're alright, it'll all be good. Alright, mate, I just got to get going. I've got to yeah, give you a bit of a shout out anyway, mate.
Alright, thanks for that, buddy.
Right, I see you, Dave.
When's the next vid on?
Well, we're filming it now, so if we get our finger out, we'll probably pop one up tomorrow sometime.
Get the old girl working, mate. Get her entering.
I am, mate. And we're down in Moree at the moment. It's pissing down rain. Hey, it's that time again. Joke time with Dave. Actually, I grew up down in Narrandera, and I spent a fair bit of time out on a farm. It was mainly a wheat and sheep farm. So it reminds me of this. When I was down there, my internet was fairly sketchy. So I moved the modem out into the barn. Guess what, Roz?
What, Dave? I
now have stable Wi-Fi. Get it? Catches?
Seriously, he needs some help. If you've got a joke, send it in, because he's a pretty shit right now.
Yeah, so, one of our other subscribers, Dave, and his lovely wife, Carol, reached out to us, and we were meant to go down and see them in Nerang. But unfortunately, Roz gave me COVID.
Bullshit.
You had it before me and you lost it before me, so therefore you gave it to me.
Whatever.
So anyway, Dave sent me a joke, and I liked it. Roz thinks it's a little bit inappropriate for the...
I think it's a little bit inappropriate for the channel, so if you don't want to hear anything crude or rude, sign off now and we'll catch you next time. But if you want to stay for the joke, it's... Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Dave.
This one's from Dave. And he goes, what is green and smells like bacon, Roz? No, Roz, you're not green. You don't smell like bacon. I'm asking you the question. Roz, what is green and smells like bacon?
I don't even want to know.
Kermit the Frog's finger. That's from Dave.